So we're going to talk about two plays today. The first one we're going to talk about is The Medium is This. It comes from the Marshall McLuhan phrase, the message is the medium. Talk a little bit about the title, and then I also wanted to mention the epigraph. And I mentioned this in a previous conversation with you that was off camera.
It's the medium is the message. You said the message is the medium. The medium is the message. Your pronunciation now. Now
I'm reversing quotes.
Now your syntax is off.
We'll get that. We'll get to that in a bit with a character that you've conceived. So I wanted to mention the epigraph. It says, "Isn't it funny how day by day nothing changes, but when you look back, everything is different." I mentioned to you how I thought that that was interesting, in that it refers to the present, but also the amorphous power of memory, in that things will naturally be shifted and rearranged the more that you remember a certain event. So talk a little bit about the epigraph, and then also how it applies to the title and Marshall McLuhan.
Well, just so people know, this is our second attempt, because I had screwed up when I had my light cam update, and it turned something different. So about 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, I did like an hour and a half, and we could only hear Peter's end, not my end. Anyway, but the epigraph was just I came upon it, and I didn't really think of McLuhan initially in the beginning of it, with the title and the epigraph about all things. Hold on, what, Jessica? What? Jessica, you come in. Jesus Christ, what's this? Can you mention that Human Stuff is now on? Jessica wants to mention that her book, Human Stuff, is now on Amazon. Please, people, buy it. Okay. So what was my epigraph again? I forget now after that brief commercial interlude.
The epigraph was by C.S. Lewis. It is, "Isn't it funny how day by day nothing changes, but when you look back, everything is different."
Yeah. And Lewis, I don't know if that was from a speech or from a book. It's one of those things that I just came across on one of those things that people put, like, an idyllic background on. But I didn't look it up personally. It could be apocryphal for all I know, but that's sort of the way things are. And I was thinking, one of the things I didn't mention in our first talk was one of the ways the epigraph does apply is that it has the three main female characters: Marissa Miller, who's a young girl who's 25, Jessica, who's now in early middle age, in her early 40s, and then Miss Froy, who's in her 60s or 70s, the character from the Hitchcock play. And there are several scenes where, in a sense, they're almost along a continuum, in that I say how Marissa is sort of like a younger Jess who's uncreative. There's also the Maydeen character who makes a brief appearance, and then there's the Miss Froy character who is in there and occupies sort of a similar kind of space in the way she interacts with Danny. But the whole play moves backwards and forwards, and we see how some things change, some things don't change. There's a set of dummies that appears throughout various years in Danny's life. And it just seemed like an epigraph that suited up what I was doing in the play. So.